Good morning, students. Today we will discuss air and water pollution in class 8. Students, we will go further. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon so that I can send you notification for every video update. Today we will explain water pollution. Now the contents of air and water pollution. First, introduction. Second, air pollution. Questions and solved answer. Sources of air pollution. Fifth, harmful effects of air pollution. Sixth, acid rain. Seventh, global warming. Eighth, ozone layer. Ninth, prevention and control. 10th, questions and solved answers. 11th, water pollution. Causes of water pollution. Harmful effects of water pollution. Prevention and control of water pollution. Purification and treatment of water. Questions and solved answer. Students, we already have discussed air pollution and global warming, acid rain, etc. So today we will start the topic water pollution. Kind attention all students. Watch the video carefully and repeatedly to understand properly. Stay tuned for all video updates. Please comment in the comment box for all your doubts in this chapter. I will make video for all questions raised by students. Please don't skip the video, otherwise you will miss the important part. All the questions and answers are solved very carefully and clearly. Still, if any single student is unable to understand any part of the video, please let me know in the comment box. Now the introduction on air pollution is the presence of substances in the atmosphere that are harmful to the health of humans and other living beings or cause damage to the climate or to materials. There are different types of air pollutants such as gases such as ammonia, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane and chlorofluorocarbons. Particulate, both organic and inorganic, and biological molecules. Air pollution may cause diseases, allergies, and even death to humans. It may also cause harm to other living organisms, such as animals and food crops, and may damage the natural or built environment. Both human activity and natural processes can generate air pollution. Air pollution is a significant risk factor for a number of pollution related diseases, including respiratory infections, heart disease, stroke, and lung cancer. The human health effects of poor air quality affects the body's respiratory system and the cardiovascular system. Individual reactions to air pollutants depends on the type of pollutant a person is exposed to, the degree of exposure, and the individual's health status and genetics. Indoor air pollution and poor urban air quality are listed as two of the world's most toxic pollution. Outdoor air pollution alone causes 2.1 to 4.21 million deaths annually. Overall, air pollution causes the death of around 7 million people worldwide each year and is the world's largest single environmental health risk. So there are three picture. Introduction on water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies, usually as a result of human activities. Water bodies include, for example, lakes, rivers, ocean, and groundwater. Water pollution results when contaminants are introduced into the natural environment. For example, releasing in inadequately treated wastewater into natural water bodies can lead to degradation of aquatic ecosystems. In turn, this can lead to public health problems for people living downstreams. They may use the same polluted river water for drinking or bathing or irrigation. Water pollution is the leading worldwide cause of death and disease. Example, due to water-borne diseases. Water pollution can be classified as surface water or groundwater pollution. Marine pollution and nutrient pollution are subsets of water pollution. Pollution is the result of the cumulative effect over time. All plants and organisms living in or being exposed to polluted water bodies can be impacted. The effect can damage individual species. The causes of water pollution include a wide range of chemicals and pathogens as well as physical parameters. Contaminants may include organic and inorganic substances. Elevated temperature can also lead to polluted water. A common cause of thermal pollution is the use of water as a coolant by power plants and industrial manufacturers. Elevated water temperatures decreases oxygen levels, which can kill fish and alter food chain. Water pollution is measured by analyzing water samples. Physical, chemical, and biological tests can be conducted. Control of water pollution requires appropriate infrastructure and management plans. The infrastructure may include wastewater treatment plants, sewage treatment plants, wastewater. Now there are three pictures regarding water pollution. Now air pollution. Air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. Car emissions, chemicals from factories, dust, pollen, and mold spores may be suspended as particles. Ozone, a gas, is a major part of air pollution in cities. When ozone forms air pollution, it's also called smoke. Causes of air pollution comes from energy use and production. Burning fossil fuels releases gases and chemicals into the air, and in an especially destructive feedback loop, air pollution contributes to climate. Air pollution in the form of carbon dioxide and methane rises their earth temperature. Another type of air pollution is by the increased heat. Smoke forms when the weather is warmer and there is more ultraviolet radiation. Smoke and soot. Smoke and soot are the most prevalent types of air pollution. Smoke is ground level ozone occurs when emissions from combusting fossil fuels reacts with sunlight. Soot is a particular matter made up of tiny particles of chemicals, soil, smoke, dust, and allergens in the form of gas or solid. Actually, soot is a unburned carbon particles, okay, that are carried in the air. The sources of smoke and soot are cars, trucks, factories, power plant, engines. anything that combusts fossil fuels such as coal, gas, or natural gas. The tiniest airborne particles in soot, whether they are in the form of gas or solids, are especially dangerous because they can penetrate the lungs and bloodstreams and bronchitis, lead to heart attacks and even death. Smoke can irritate the eyes and throat and also damage the lungs of people who work or exercise outside, children and senior citizens. It's even harmful for people who have asthma or allergies. Hazards, air pollutants. These are either deadly or have severe health risks even in small amounts. Some of the most common are mercury, lead, dioxins, and benzene. These are also most often emitted during gas or coal combustion in the cause of benzene found in gasoline. Benzene can cause eye, skin, and lung irritation in the short term and blood disorders in the long term. Dioxins more typically found in food but also present in small amount of the air can affect the liver in the short term and harm the immune nervous systems as well as reproductive functions. Lead in large amounts can damage children's brain and kidneys, and even in small amounts it can affect children's IQ and ability to learn. Mercury affected the central nervous system. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons or PAHs are toxic components of traffic exhaust and wildfire smoke. Students, here polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, this is the hydrocarbons, but we will study it's in higher classes. Okay? So it's just only for the no, only for knowledge. Okay, in large amounts they have been linked to eye and lung irritation, blood and liver issues, and even cancer. In one recent study, greenhouse gases, by trapping the earth's heat in the atmosphere, greenhouse gases lead to warmer temperatures and all the hallmarks of climate change: rising sea levels, more extreme weather, heat related deaths, and increasing transmission of infectious diseases like Lyme. Carbon dioxide was responsible for 81% of the country's total greenhouse gas emissions, and methane made up 11%. Carbon dioxide comes from combusting fossil fuels, and methane comes from natural and industrial sources, including the large amounts that are released during oil and gas drillings. Another class of greenhouse gases, hydrofluorocarbons, HFCs, and thousands of times more powerful than carbon dioxide in their ability to trap heat. In October 2016, more than 140 countries reached an agreement to reduce the use of these chemicals, which are used in air conditioner and refrigerator, and find greener alternatives over time. Common causes of air pollution with effects on our health. The burning of fossil fuels. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, gasoline to produce energy for electricity or transportation. The release of carbon monoxide in high level indicates how much fossil fuels is burned. This also emits other toxic pollutants in the air. Inhaling air with pollutants reduce heart's ability to pump enough oxygen, causing respiratory illness. Second, industrial emission affect the air quality. Particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and carbon monoxide are emitted from industries. Industrial pollution affects from irritation in your eyes and throat to breathing issues. Indoor air pollution. Indoor air pollution, volatile organic compounds, VOCs, inadequate ventilations, inadequate ventilations, uneven temperature and humidity level can cause indoor air pollution in office, school, or at home. Wildfires, speaking air pollution, burning stubble and firm residue is also a major contribution to wildfire. It causes increased harmful substances like chemical gas and pollen creating smog. Smog makes the air hazy and people cannot breathe. Microbial, dec- dec- uh, dec- microbial decaying process. Microbial decaying process, manufacturing, chemical and textiles industries release carbon monoxide. Hydrocarbons, chemicals and organic compounds which contaminate our environment. Bacteria and fungi play a fundamental role in the bio- biogeochemical cycles in nature. They are the key indicators of abnormal environmental conditions. Decaying of this microorganism present in the surrounding releases methane gas, which is highly toxic. Transportation. Transportation contributor to air pollution. When the car burns gasoline, it emits pollutants in the air. Your vehicle emits carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon, nitrogen oxide, and particulate matter. Vehicle pollution create a hole in the ozone layer. Open burning of garbage waste. Open burning of garbage waste is harmful to our health and the environment. Exposure to open burning of garbage waste can cause cancer, liver issues, immune system, reproductive functions can also affect nervous system. Construction and demolition. Construction and demolition is a part of the ever going development phase. Several construction sites and raw materials, such as bricks and concrete, cause hazy and foul air, which is hazards. Agricultural activities. Agricultural activities begin with pesticides and fertilizers are the main sources to contaminate the surrounding air. Nowadays, pesticides and fertilizers are mixed with new species which are not found in nature for quick growth of the crop and vegetation. The smell and the effect of the pesticides are left in the air, water, and some seeps into the ground, which causes numerous health related issues. Now, what is acid rain? Acid rain is defined as the process when sulfur dioxide, its formula SO2, and nitrogen oxides NOx. Okay, X means X here 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. So that's why NOx, it's nitrogen oxides, are emitted into the atmosphere and transported by wind and air currents. The SO2 and NOx react with water, oxygen, and other chemicals to form sulfuric and nitric acid. Means SO2 reacts with water, it will form sulfuric acid H2SO4, and NOx it reacts with water H2 and it will form nitric acid HNO3. This thin mix with water and other materials before falling to the ground. This is acid rain. Now, causes of acid rain. Acid rain is caused by a chemical reaction that begins when compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the air. This substance can rise very high into the atmosphere where they mix and react with water, oxygen, and other chemicals to form more acidic pollutants known as acid rain. What are three effects of acid rain? What are three effects of acid rain? As it flows through the soil, acidic rainwater can leach aluminium from soil clay particles and then flow into streams and lakes. The more acid that is introduced to the ecosystem, the more aluminium is released. Some types of plants and animals are able to tolerate acidic waters and moderate amount of aluminium. The third, what are the prevention of acid rain? Avoid using your car whenever possible. You will be helping the environment by preventing acid rain. Source: National Geographic, alternative fuels. An excellent way to prevent acid rain is to stop using non renewable fuels and switch over to renewable sources of energy such as solar wind and water energy. Now the next, damages caused by acid rain. When acid rain and dry acidic particles fall to earth, the nitric and sulfuric acid that make the particles acidic can land on statues, buildings, and other man made structures and damage their surfaces. The acidic particles corrode metal and paint, cause paint and stone to deteriorate more quickly. Acid rain is caused by a chemical reaction that begins when compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the air. These substances can rise very high into the atmosphere where they mix and react with water, oxygen, and other chemicals to form more acidic pollutants known as acid rain. Now, the global warming. Look at here, two pictures. There are two pictures related to global warming. Now, the first one, what is global warming in easy words? First, there are three definition. Global warming. Global warming is the unusually rapid increase in Earth's average surface temperature over the past century, primarily due to the greenhouse gases released as people burn fossil fuels. Now, the next definition, global warming. Global warming, the gradual heating of Earth's surface, oceans, and atmosphere is caused by human activity, primarily the burning of fossil fuels that pump carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Already, global warming is having a measurable effect on the planet. Number third, global warming. Global warming occurs when carbon dioxide, CO2, and other air pollutants and greenhouse gases collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. Now, what are the effect of global warming? Global means sea level will still rise long after the thermal peak passes, because even though temperatures will be falling, they will still be warmer than today. Therefore, land based glacial ice will continue to melt and the oceans will continue to expand even though Earth's atmosphere has begun to recover. Global warming stresses ecosystems through temperature rises, underground water storages, increased fire threats, dirts, weed and invasions, intense storm damage, and salt invasion. Just to name a few, some of Australia's great natural icons, such as the Great Barrier Reef, and already threatens. Climate change. Climate change is already happening. Temperatures are rising, dirt and wildfires are starting to occur more frequently. Rainfall patterns are shifting, glaciers and snow are melting, and the global mean sea level is rising. Now, the next, ozone layer. How is ozone formed? Ozone, its molecular formula O3. Its symbol is, its ozone means its oxygen O3. So now look at here, O2, this arrow, it's ultraviolet ray, O oxygen plus oxygen. And ozone form, one oxygen react with one mono oxygen, means one only oxygen, and O2 react to each other, it will form O3, ozone. Now look at here, there are two pictures of ozone layer. Ozone layer. The ozone layer is a thin part of the Earth's atmosphere that absorbs almost all the sun's harmful ultraviolet light. Ozone holes are popular names for areas of damage to the ozone layer. This is inaccurate. Ozone layer damage is more like a really thin patch than a hole. How does the ozone layer protect us? The ozone layer is Earth's sunscreen, protecting living things from too much ultraviolet radiation from the sun. The mission of ozone depleting substances has been damaging the ozone layer. What are three causes of depletion of the ozone layer? The main cause of ozone depletion and the ozone hole is manufactured chemicals, especially manufactured whole manufactured holocarbon refrigerants, solvents, propellants, and foam. Blowing again agents, chlorofluorocarbons CFCs, HCFCs, Hollands, referred to as ozone depleting substances. How can we protect the ozone layer? Avoid the consumption of gases dangerous to the ozone layer due to their content or manufacturing process. Some of the most dangerous gases are chlorofluorocarbons, halogenated hydrocarbon, methyl bromide and nitrous oxide. Carpool with minimize the uses of cars. The best transport option is urban bicycle or walking. If you use a car to a destination, Try to carpool with others to decrease the use of cars in order to pollute less and save. Do not use cleaning products that are harmful to the environment and to us. Many cleaning products contain solvent and substances corrosive, but you can replace these dangerous substances with non-toxic products such as vinegar or bicarbonates. Buy local products. In this way, you not only get fresh products, but you avoid consuming food that has traveled long distance. As the more distance traveled, the more nitrous oxide is produced due to the medium used to transport that products. Maintain air conditioners as their malfunctions causes chlorofluorocarbons to escape into the atmosphere. Kind attention all students. Watch the video carefully and repeatedly to understand properly. Stay tuned for all video updates. Please comment in the comment box for all your doubts in this chapter. I will make video for all questions raised by students. Please don't skip the video, otherwise you will miss the important part. All the questions and answers are solved very carefully and clearly. Still, if any single student is unable to understand any part of the video, please let me know in the comment box. Thank you all students for watching the video carefully and repeatedly to understand properly. Stay tuned for all video updates. Please comment for your doubtful questions in the comment box. I will make video for all questions raised by students. Please don't skip the video, else you will miss the important part. Please like, share and subscribe the video of the channel as it do education. Don't forget to click the bell icon so that I can send you an intimation for my every latest video.